Good morning everyone and welcome to day one of Vlogmas. I pretty much spent all morning packing the remaining of the rewards, so I'm not really packing them but finishing up the rest of the seals. There were like 20 or so still missing that I needed to do, and today is the 1st of December obviously. And on the 2nd of December or on the 2nd of each month, I usually ship out all my Patreon rewards. So I wanted to have everything ready for that day when I print all the shipping labels. And yeah, here we are right now. Here I kind of have my stash of all the finished envelopes, and you can kind of see these are 200 for now. Let me show you real quick. So each of them has this in the front, so the stamp and the little butterfly sticker, and then on the back they all have a unique flower sticker, and then also the wax seal that you saw me do with the gold. And I'm sorry, it's still pretty dark outside and I'm afraid it's not going to get much brighter anyway, but yeah, this is where we are right now, and tomorrow we're going to be sending these off, which I'm really excited about. Around last week we got a new desk for the studio or our living room that is now working as a packing station, and this was actually a really good deal. We got it for like 30 bucks, which is amazing. And yeah, it's the packing station now, since I have my shop open all year round right now, and I just put all my stuff on there, all my products and everything I need to pack, so I don't have to get it out, put it back in and so on. So this is just going to be super convenient, and there's also a place for Mila to sleep on right next to my label printer. So yeah, I printed a bunch of labels for orders and we're going to pack them together. You might have seen this in my last video where I did like a junk journal with me, but I got new thank you cards. So this is what the design looks like. This is what they look like on the back. And I also got new business cards that kind of fit the whole theme, and that made me revamp my entire packaging again. Yeah, I know, but it's just so fun to kind of think of new things. So I'm going to show you how I'm packaging everything right now. I did restock the cottagecore sticker sheets, so the ones that I make here at home, and I also restocked the love sticker sheet that was like a Valentine's Day exclusive thing last year, but now I just also have it in my shop again. This one is for Tuana, and I also have thank you stickers now that also fit that theme. So everything goes together really well now. I think I really like the whole aesthetic this has. And I'm also going to include one of my old business cards, because I do have quite a few of those left, but I don't want to use them exclusively anymore. So right here I have a bunch of washi tapes that really fit that kind of theme that I'm going for. This kind of, yeah, dark academia theme with lots of beige kind of, gosh, this cat has really bothering me. With lots of beiges and neutral tones. I really like the way that looks. And so for the orders that just go in a regular envelope, I just add one of these gold foil stickers on the back, and this is like a natural paper texture in the background. And yeah, then I just kind of cut out these circles just to add something cute on the bag as well. And I also close the envelope with one of these just to be extra sure, and this is how I do it. And I also now use some of the B grade stamp stickers that I made for my patrons, so ones that are left over that haven't turned out perfectly. I mean, they still are fine, they still stick and still have nice gold foiling, but I just wanted to have perfect ones in the parcels. But I now add these as like decoration here on top. So this is what the envelopes look like that go out. So the bigger orders with multiple items, they come in this white tissue paper, and I'm using these stickers right here to kind of decorate the tissue paper. I want to do my junk journaling for the day now, or I want to do my December daily for the day now. I'm going to be making journal entries every single day of December, and I wanted to start by showing you the journal that I have made for that. So first we have this cute paper clip with fabric on it, just to kind of mark the page where I'm at, or to just kind of stick here. I will just use it as is necessary, I don't know. And I used this little golden book to create the journal. So there are 4 signatures, and I just used kind of regular paper for the spine. Kept things pretty simple. I'm going to quickly show you a few pages and what the book kind of looks like. I mostly used the pages from the book to fill it up. So we have a bunch of these pages that are originally, but then also some pages that I still had left over from other books. And I used this star, oh my god, the star hole punch. Mila's going crazy right now, just ignore her. And just some vintage images, red paper. And I also added a bunch of fabric ribbon tags, and then I also added this little star and bell, and yeah, this is what the book looks like. We're going to go through, oh my gosh, can you hear me in the background? So yeah, I'm going to go through all the pages anyway as I journal in them. So I'm just going to start with the first page. So this kind of spread here, I'm doing 1 spread every single day. So that's kind of my idea or my plan for this. So I've collected all kinds of ephemera and stuff that I can use, and I also made some. So I made these kind of color swatch cards from, hi Mila, yeah, from photos. So I just took some photos and then turned them into these color swatch cards, and I also added some gold foiling just to make them more interesting. And I think I'm going to use this one or possibly this one for this spread. Yeah, I think that one. And then I also made these stickers, so like gold foiled day stickers for each day of the month. So they are going to go in here as well. And yeah, I'm just going to see what's going to happen. So this is the finished spread for today. I kept it really simple. I just did some very basic journaling as well. Yeah, that's what I did for today. Tomorrow's spread is going to be more blank, so I have more of a free range of what to do, which I'm really excited about, and it's going to be a different kind of color scheme. So yeah, I recently got this book, The Best of Norman Rockwell, and I've been wanting to get this for quite some time. Finally have it now, and I wanted to do a mini series on, during Vlogmas, where I show some new art books that I've gotten, if I can recommend them or not, because I personally really like getting good art book recommendations in videos, so that's why I'm going to include these as well. And I'm kind of an art book collector, not too intensely, but still, I really like them. And I'm going to do like quick flip. Wait, I'm going to show you one of my favorite pages. I really like this one, but what I'm looking for is this. Look how pretty, and it really fits the theme right now. He has a lot of storytelling elements in his illustrations, and I love just his painting style as well as the way he handles light and shadow. And yeah, I just had to get this book. It's probably a must-have, and I would definitely recommend this to anyone who doesn't have it yet. Yeah, really cool book, and I haven't had the time to really go deep in there, but I will later today, I think, really read and yeah, really take a closer look at all the pages. But yeah, this is the first book in this mini series, and yeah, I can highly recommend checking this out. Let's also do a bit of drawing. So this is what I'm working on right now. It's a drawing for the 15 days of lingerie, and it's day 3, I think, which is leather. And I kind of did a photo study of this photo, but I just kind of, yeah, thickened her up just a bit, and I'm changing a few things, but that's where the inspiration or the idea kind of came from. And I wanted to show you maybe a bit around if that's interesting. Like, here are the layers I did for her skin. I can kind of, yeah, we can kind of walk through and I can kind of show you what I did. So I did some first initial shading, more shading, and the white of her eyes. Then I did a multiply layer with some red to deepen the shadows. Blush, redefining her nose, makeup and nails. Then I added some blue to the shadows to kind of, yeah, change the whole color theme a bit, to kind of add more variation. Highlights, more highlights, and that's typically all the layers that I do for my skin, or the way that I like to do my skin. And we're now going to work on the hair. I already darkened my hair, or hair up at the top, which is what I usually do. So the first thing I kind of do is add some airbrushing, so just the slightest amount of gradients, so that I have like a first variation in there without having to do much. And I want her to have this kind of ombre hair color. And I think I also want to add a little bit of more ombre to this part of her hair. So just brighten this up a bit so it has some distinction from the rest, just to add some kind of contrast, I think. And so that the gradient isn't too basic, it kind of has some more definition because it is affecting different parts of the hair differently. So this is without gradient, this is with, and that already adds so much to the hair. And then I'm going to bring in her skin tone into her hair. So without, with, it just adds like this tiny thing, but something I always do. And yeah, no idea why this turned into how I shade hair, but I hope it's okay. It's just what I'm doing right now. So I do like a first shadow pass with a multiply layer with like a reddish tone that is similar to her hair tone or hair color. And I obviously will lighten that up. But this is how I mostly shade. Like, I start with gradients and add some first kind of subtle definition, and then I go in with a multiply layer to really define those shadows, and then I add some more color variation. So like usually with warm kind of colors I will add some blue in there, just so the shadows have a different color than the highlights, or like an opposing color. So for example, since her skin is pretty orange, the color of the shadow is going to be more of like a bluish or purplish kind of tone, and I will do the highlights in like a warm light orange or yellow. And then for hair it's similar. Since the hair is brownish, reddish, orangey, I'm going to do like a blue tone in the shadows to add more variation, as I said. And then I will add the highlights, which are like a lighter tone of the hair or the skin. And that's how, yeah, I shade pretty much everything. I'm now using my lining brush, the Sable Inca Clean from the Comics Max pack, and I'm, you know, just adding some more hard edges to the shadows because I feel like I do really like the softness of the airbrush tool, but sometimes you just kind of want to have some hard edges, and the contrast between soft and more defined is what makes the shading interesting in the end. So that's what I kind of do now. For the 15 days of lingerie, I really want to do some more like plus size bodies, so or more different body types. I kind of want to say it that way. I'm adding another clipping mask and doing another multiply layer just so I can refine the shadows inside of the bigger shadow area so it's not too plain. But yeah, I kind of tend to draw the same body type over and over again because that's what I'm most comfortable with, or that's what I have practiced drawing the most. And now I want to mix things up and draw some more different body types and yeah, get better at that and more used to doing it. So that's what I want to kind of focus this challenge on. And in case you didn't know, the 15 days of lingerie challenge is something I'm hosting on Instagram right now with my friend Aya Naya. Oh, I hope I'm saying this correctly. And yeah, it's basically just drawing lingerie based on the prompt for every single day of the month. So now I'm doing the highlights, and for the hair I like to just kind of take the color or take a color that is slightly lighter than the part that I'm adding a highlight to. Obviously here I'm taking a much lighter color than I would more in between in the hair where it's a little darker, or here I kind of have to lighten it up. And I forgot to do that. I'm also adding the purplish or bluish kind of tones. Do that with my airbrush. I'm not going ham or anything. You're going to see that it's just the tiniest amount, but it is pretty helpful to make it look just a bit more natural, I feel like. And yeah, this is how I shade hair. If you're interested in me doing more of these kind of mini tutorials in my vlogmas videos, so showing my process for different parts of the body possibly, or yeah, for like eyes or skin specifically to kind of show you what I do, then definitely leave that down below. Any other requests that you have, I'm really happy to make the content as perfect for you as possible. And yeah, I hope you like the drawing. I'm really excited for her, and I'm excited to post it to my Patreon later on. And the first day of Vlogmas is pretty much ending exactly like it started out, with Mila sleeping on this thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really excited for the upcoming days, and yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Bye!